No! What are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it!
Hello everyone, hope you're all having a wonderful day, and today we're going to be doing a deep dive on how the Vile Apothecary heart actually works inside of Diablo. Now I've decided to put my big boy detective pants on today and try and get to the bottom of how the Vile Apothecary actually works, because there's a lot of spaghetti coding in this game with aspects and stuff not really working how people are expecting them to work.
Shocking.
So I wonder if the Vile Apothecary, the Wrathful Heart, does actually work the way it is intended to for Rogue inside of Diablo 4. Now again, I'm going to try and show you guys this in real time. I have tested a lot of things out and I've written it all down so I can go over it with you guys. So if you are unsure what I am talking about, the Vile Apothecary heart is the one where our attack have a 5 to 15% chance to apply all imbuements at a reduced potency. Now I will say I'm probably not the best tester. This is the first time I've tried doing something like this inside of Diablo. It would be a lot better if we just had friggin' training dummies, man, so we could actually test certain aspects, skills, synergies, without having other variables in play. So as you can see, I've taken out all my points in my actual imbuement skills because I wanted to know, does Vile Apothecary still apply the imbuement even though we don't have points in here? So what I mean is, does Shadow still explode and deal damage to surrounding enemies? The answer to that is yes, it does still work even though you don't have points in here. Okay, so I have taken most of my gear off. That would kind of affect me actually showing you guys how Vile Apothecary works even though you don't have imbuement skills in there. The only one I've left here is Toxic Alchemist, so you guys can still see that the imbuements are applying, and it is also using the aspects even though you don't have any points in your imbuements. So there you go, guys, we have absolutely no points in imbuements, and our Toxic Alchemist is still working, and we are also still getting the shadow explosions as well as all the other imbuements on the actual enemy targets that we are fighting. So I feel like that kind of confirms that you can use Vile Apothecary without having any skills in your imbuements. But there is a negative. It's hard to see because I'm using Toxic Alchemist, but the poison dots aren't really strong. See, that guy's getting ticked for like 4, literally 4. I think when you don't have points in your imbuement skill, I think Vile Apothecary applies a much lower potency of your actual imbuement. Again, it is very hard to see, and I'm not probably going to get these shadow explosions here, but if we were to put points back into shadow, literally just 1 point, we instantly get more shadow explosion damage, and we do get more poison damage. So I have gone and put 5 points back into poison imbuement, so I can see if I can actually show you guys that when you do put more points in, it does make Vile Apothecary stronger. So see if we can't get some poison damage. So like already it's looking like it's a lot stronger. Like we're not just throwing out, well, there's a little bit of 4 or 5 damage there, but overall I think, see, look, there's 17, see, look, there's 45. That's about 100% increase. We are running a little bit more. We do have 5 points in. So again, I think it's working. It's so hard to see with all the numbers popping up and with other variables in play, like my close range damage, other damage multipliers. But I would like to think that the poison does look a little bit stronger. Again, I am playing poison with Toxic Alchemist. See if I can get more attack speed here. So yeah, maybe that's why the poison's strong, but I also need that on so we can see that we're actually proccing those imbuements from Vile Apothecary. Okay, so I did quickly touch on this already with the Toxic Alchemist. You guys could clearly see the Toxic Alchemist was working even though I had no points into imbuement. Now I only have points into poison, still running poison, got 5 points there, no points in anything else. So I do want to show you guys that Icy Alchemist still does work, and Noxus Ice definitely works. I think I haven't actually tried Bursting Venoms, but I would like to think Bursting Venoms would work too. So let's see if we can't get Icy Alchemist to actually proc for us. So I can just go in and just use Twisted Blade. See, look, there you go. There's Icy Alchemist proccing right away. Love to see it. So yeah, we're not using Shadow or Cold Imbuement, and we're still getting those Icy Alchemist procs. It is absolutely massive that we can take Vile Apothecary and we can take the imbuement aspects and they still will proc even if we don't have points in them. Now, another really cool thing with Vile Apothecary is that all of your imbuement upgrades work with Vile Apothecary, and you don't need them on your hotbar or anything, you just need points into them. Now, I feel like the best way to show you guys that this is working is probably with blended cold imbuement. I'm not using any cold imbuement whatsoever, so I feel like if we're freezing enemies, that's a very good indicator that this is working. Frozen enemy, frozen enemy, frozen enemies. That's shared misery, spreading the frozen, but I'm pretty sure we got frozen there from the blended cold imbuement because we're not really freezing enemies any other way. It's going to be very hard to freeze enemies just with Vile Apothecary. So I would like to say that those freeze procs are probably from blended. Remember, we have a 20% chance on lucky hit to actually get this. So it is going to be pretty difficult, but I thought it would be the easiest way for you guys to see this working. Come on! We're not getting it now. Okay, frozen guy, there we go. Man, it took a little while to get there and I'm basically dead because of these bugs. I'm not sure if we got it there. We did freeze some enemies. I'm not sure if that really shows it actually working, but I do have some clips I'll probably show you guys now of the blended shadow imbuement, primer explosion, still making enemies vulnerable, even though I'm not using shadow. And I'm pretty sure the poison ones would work the exact same way. Again, it's very hard to tell, but you definitely get bigger poison dots when you are taking mixed poison imbuement or blended poison imbuement. Now, it is worthy to note that obviously all these passives just work with poison damage anyway, so you are going to get bonuses off this. I tested Alchemical Advantage, definitely works just with Vile Apothecary. I would also like to think that Shadow Crash works as well. Now, one that doesn't work with Vile Apothecary is actually consuming shadows because you actually need to kill an enemy with shadow damage. That's hard if you're not actually using Shadow Imbue on your Imbue skills. So I couldn't seem to get this to proc with Vile Apothecary. So if you are trying to free up a spot on your hotbar while you are taking Vile Apothecary, just be careful that consuming shadows doesn't seem to work unless you actually use Shadow Imbuement. Now, some really good synergy with Vile Apothecary, no surprise I bet to anybody, is more attack speed. The more you're attacking, the more you can get all those imbuements out with Vile Apothecary, and you're gonna overall have a much more enjoyable time using that Malignant Heart if you are taking a lot more attack speed. More attack speed is going to be good for just about anything, but it does work really well with the Vile Apothecary Heart. Now, one aspect I didn't get to try, and unfortunately I don't have it on my seasonal character, and that is Intimidated Imbuements. I'll pop it up on screen so you guys can actually see what I'm talking about. It's the one where your shadow clone can mimic your imbuement. This does work with Vile Apothecary. I have kind of gone online and tried finding answers to this question, and it does seem like people are using Shadow Clone build that are taking advantage of the Vile Apothecary Heart. I'm sorry I can't show that working for you guys. I just don't have that aspect, unfortunately. And then also, I didn't realize I yeeted my friggin' sword that had this on here so I could show this guy, so I could show this working for you guys also. But yes, the aspect of corruption, the one that increases your potency, this will increase your potency on Vile Apothecary. Again, very hard to see a small 34% increase. If you put this on your two-handed weapon, you can get 100% increase on this, taking it all the way to 68%, and then you would probably definitely notice more of a difference. Now, that is basically it, guys. That is all my findings for Vile Apothecary. If you guys have anything I have missed, please let me know. If there's anything I got wrong, also, please let me know. I don't want to be spreading misinformation here, but just to summarize everything for you guys, you can use Vile Apothecary without having any points in imbuement skills, and you will use the imbuement effects. It does seem like it's at a lower potency, but it is still cool that it does work without you having any points in imbuments. And then the other cool thing is that all of your upgrades for your imbuement skills do work with Vile Apothecary. Again, you don't need them on your hotbar, or you don't need to be using them. These just work retroactively with Vile Apothecary. So it's going to be very interesting to see if any of you guys can come up with some really cool combinations or synergy. So it is really cool to see that the Vile Apothecary Heart works way better than I actually thought it does, and it doesn't seem like there's any crazy spaghetti coding in there or crazy shenanigans that are going to stop your imbuements from working the way that they're supposed to with the Vile Apothecary Heart. So hopefully this video did help you guys out. Appreciate all the love and support as always. And until next time, stay safe. Peace out.